everybody, welcome back to the 300ZX project here in Glenn's garage. Carrying on with interior work right now. Going to be working in what I consider the main cockpit of the car. Going to get the seats and the console out. So let's go see how that goes. Okay, so I'll start on the passenger seat here. Going to get the seat out, console out, get the driver's seat out. The seats are coming out for a few reasons. One, of course, they're well past their sell-by date, so they've got to come out and get recovered. Secondly, the carpet's going to be all replaced. It's on order now, so it obviously can't come out or the new one go in until these seats are out of the way. And thirdly, it just makes it easier for me to get to that console. So we'll get this seat out first and the console. Now this seat, the passenger seat here, it's a pretty basic seat. Not much in the way of adjustments. I don't believe there's any electronics in it at all. So this is a nice old school seat, 4 bolts. I think it has a fore aft adjustment and a recline, and that's all the seat needs. So this one should be easy to get out. 14 mil socket, 2 bolts at the front that go in this way to the cross rail, and 2 at the back. So we'll get those out, and hopefully this seat just lifts out. Okay, so just slide the seat forward. There we go, and 2 bolts. That's 1. Okay, so we have a bolt and a nut. So the nut's going to make it easier to locate the seat. The end at the front, 1 here and 1 there. So they should. All right, so this should just lift out now. Okay, so there's all the amps and whatnot for what at the time would have been a high-end stereo. The only plug that you should have there is, I'm going to guess, is for the seatbelt warning chime. Now, that's unplugged already. Maybe somebody just got tired of the chimes, I don't know. But that's all there is in terms of electronics. No airbags, none of that nonsense here. So good, we'll just get this one out of the way. Okay, so the seat out. I can see all the stereo amp gubbins. I guess I'm pleased it's still intact. It doesn't look like anyone's cut anything or hacked anything here. So it gives me a little bit more hope that when I get to the stereo, I might be able to reinstall the original or an original back in the car. And it's actually surprisingly not that bad under here, considering for 38 years old, seats don't usually come out. So, usually there's a whole bunch of coffee poured down and stuff underneath. So this one isn't too bad. I mean, I'll take all this out and clean it, obviously, but other than the junk I've got sitting in the footwell right now, it's actually not bad. Okay, let's work on the console. So the handbrake here, there is supposed to be a push clip. Goes into the carpet there, and mine's broken, but so you just unsnap that, and then that just slides off. There should be 2 fasteners under here on the 300ZX plate. Got to pop out, and there should be some fasteners under here, and I believe there's 1 under here somewhere. So we'll start there. In fact, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to take my Fast and Furious 16 forward gears gear shifter off. All right. We're back down to 5 gears now. All right, let's pop that off. All right, so I was lucky. This was actually very slightly upstanding here, so I managed to pick at it without having to go and poke at it with screwdrivers or anything to do damage. But this should now just... There we go. Yep. Phillips screwdriver, 2 screws there. We'll get those out. Alright, so I lift this piece of felt up. Okay. 3 more Phillips screws. Alright, so I got 2 screws out there, 3 screws out there, and it is still attached somewhere around here. So I'm going to pop. I'm going to try and pop this piece off and try and do it carefully. Plastic like this is getting pretty delicate. I don't know if you noticed when I pulled that off, there was a broken tab there. I didn't break it because I didn't use leverage with any force, but it was already a broken tab, which is probably why the edge was very slightly up. So the plastic gets brittle and it's almost 40 years old. So I'm going to very carefully have a go at removing this here and see if I can see where that one last fastener is. All right, so I've managed to get a very, very fine screwdriver under the corner here. I tried all my plastic trim picks and it was just too small a gap there. So I got this under, so I should be able to now give me a bit of a gap to slide this under. Okay. Oh, there we go. Start to move. There we go. There we go. Aha. Oof. Okay, so there's the last screw holding the console in. So we'll get that out. We'll get these unplugged. Now, depending what vehicle you have as to how many of these or what of these you got here. Anyway, we'll get those unplugged. The mirror controls, like they stay with the console, so they'll have to be unplugged too. All right, so I got the 3 unplugged there. They're easy. Just push the little clip and they unplug. So this should lift out. Yeah, okay, we'll slide that ratty old boot out of the way there. And okay. Okay, so there's the plug. You got to push this little tab at the end here in and it'll lift out. There we go, take them all out. That's it, console. Your console's now out. All right, so we're gonna tackle the driver's seat. Same 4 fasteners. The only difference is I've had to hook the battery back up to move it back and forth to access those bolts, but should be. There we go. All right, so I just propped the seat up to see underneath here. I see some money. I only see one plug here right now. It's interesting. And a bunch of old stuff, but okay, we'll get that one plug out and we'll see. I thought there would have been more than one. Let's get the one out, see if it moves. Okay, so it is just the one plug. And the seat's all loose and released, so it's ready to come out too. All right, a little more work done there, a little more disassembly on the interior. Hoping the carpet's coming soon. I can actually start to put some things back together, which would be nice. But we'll keep tinkering in the meantime. There's other things that need to be worked on. As always, thanks for watching. A like, a subscribe to the channel. It's always appreciated. And I hope everyone out there, you have a great day, and I'll see you back here in the garage.